Show me all the places I've never known.
Hey everybody, so this is the first video I've posted to this channel in over a year, partly because I've been really busy and partly just because I haven't had anything interesting to say. But I had a dream last night, and it's really rare that I can remember my dreams, so I get excited when it happens, and I find dreams really fascinating. And there was a few people at my old workplace who would talk to me about their dreams, and we'd try to dissect what it meant and that type of thing. So I'm just going to talk about this dream because if I don't record it, I'll forget about it. So this video is more for me than anyone else. So there's this elderly couple, old man, old lady, and they come into this psychologist office. And for some reason, I'm there as well. There's the psychologist, me, and some other person who I'm guessing is also some kind of psychologist. And the husband is talking to the psychologist about how to get his wife to forget a particular memory. And the psychologist starts asking about, what is the memory and why are you trying to get rid of it? And he, and they're both saying, no, you can't, you can't ask that, right? We just have to get rid of this memory, right? And so it turns out that there's this monster, ghost, demon, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, right? But it's this creature, and once you know its name, every time you think of it, it appears. And so and the wife somehow has learned the creature's name. And so once you know the name, if you think of it, it appears to kill you. And so, during this conversation, somehow the name comes up, and now in the room, I know the name, and so I think of this I think of his name or its name. I don't actually know what the name was. That was never divulged to me in the dream, but it then appears, and it's a normal looking man, and it's got long blonde hair, but its skin is white, and I mean paper white or milk white, like the color white, and its eyes are just black, and its mouth is just empty, like it's like just a black void in its mouth, and so now it's coming for me, and so I run for the hills, and now apparently somehow the building I'm in, everybody now knows the thing's name, and so it's coming after everybody. And so yeah, that's why the husband and wife are trying to force amnesia onto the wife so that she'll forget its name and then she can't think of it ever again. So I run for the hills. I jump in my car. I'm taking off. But I think of his name, and I see him standing on the road behind me in the rearview mirror, and he's coming for me. And then as I'm driving, the other way is I don't know, like a van or a minibus or something. There's this whole group of people on there, and some of the people I know, some of the people I've from my old workplace, and So I'm driving along, and then I'm like, no, I gotta warn them. I gotta warn them not to go to the building, because if they go to the building, then they're gonna learn the name, and then it's gonna come after them. So I have to turn around. I gotta drive back, and I drive back, and they're getting out of the bus, or the van, or whatever it is. And I run up to them, and I'm like, hey, you gotta listen. And they're ignoring me, and they're not listening to me. And there's some guy, never seen this guy before, but he's got a cowboy hat and aviator sunglasses, and he's and he's the leader of the group or whatever, and he's walking off, and I'm, and I shout at him, and I, get really aggressive, and I say, hey, you got to listen to me, otherwise I'm gonna take that hat and stick it up your, whatever. And so the group stops, and so they're all listening to me, and I'm like, so where are you going? Because I'm afraid that they're going to go to this building that they're just across the road from, and if they go in there, they're going to, somehow learn this guy's name or this thing's name. And they tell me, that they're just going to the pub to get drinks, and they're not going into the building, they're going to a different place. And so then I'm like, oh, okay, it's all good. It's all good. And then the dream ends. And that's it. So I'm not really sure what it means. If I had to guess, it's probably, that I'm still thinking about my old workplace, and I just have to let it go. Because I'm not going back. At least I hope I never have to go back. And to just accept that the people there are going to be fine without me. They'll be able to get by. That's what I would guess. I'm not sure why there's some weird blonde-haired monster in my dream. That part I'm not sure about, but it is what it is. So, yeah, that's about it. I got nothing else. Have a good one.